Living Local Carolina with Katie Turner. Local trends, shopping, dining, and more. This is Living Local Carolina.
Welcome back to Living Local Carolina. I'm Katie Turner, and boy, do we have something going on in the studio today. I'm joined by Wade Johnson, the Director of Bands at Benedict College. How are you?
I am fabulous, Ms. Turner. Thank you for having me.
Now,
Yes.
okay, we need to talk about a very specific way that you can perform that not everybody can do. You can actually play two instruments at the same time.
Oh, yes. Frank Motley from Dizzy Gillespie's band. The precursor was this, Joey Morant, the late Joey Morant from Charleston, South Carolina. He had a trumpet that had two bells on it, but one lead pipe. And when I saw him as a kid doing that, I was like, oh my God. I didn't know that was just one horn. So moving forward to late 70s, early 80s, I got to meet Mr. Gillespie and saw his big band. Frank Motley was one of his trumpet players on his big band. Frank Motley actually did it with two trumpets. And I lost my mind. I walked up to him, Mr. Motley, oh, that was awesome. He said, son, you want to learn how to do this? And I almost had a heart attack, but still, with Mr. Motley, I said, yes, sir. You know, small town country boy, I said, that would be something great to learn how to do. So he sat me down. He told me the logistics behind it. And scientifically, guys, the only way to do this, there are about 3 of us in the country, in the world, that can do it. But you have to use both sides of your brain simultaneously. Because, you know, we have like cognitive skills, one skill, right side, left side. We only do it once in a. But it took me 7 years. 7 years to master it to the point where people could understand what I was playing. And that I remember the first gig that I did in 1981. I'll never forget it. I was at a VFW in 1981, and I decided to try it. And the place was packed. And I mean, when I did it, everybody stopped, and they were shocked at first. And I did it, and after I put my horns down, the place erupted.
Oh, I believe it.
So that pinpointed a part in my life. Everybody say, do you know H. Wade Johnson? Hey, that's the guy that played the two horns at the same time. So that developed through that. And when I tell you, Ms. Turner, the rest is history. It's history, and it's a calling card for me now.
Yeah.
And if when I perform at different places, and the people who know me, if I don't do it, then they get fussed at. Yeah, so they go like, you will not end your show until you do a double horn solo.
I love it.
But I love it too, and just putting it together was very, very difficult. But I love the fact that it's a gift. Thank you, God, it's a gift, and I do it secondhand. Easy. It's easy for me now.
That's so cool.
Yes. And I understand your father, trumpet player.
He was a trumpet player.
In Columbia, yes,
Yeah.
yeah. Turner. Yeah, because I know some of the people that he know and some of the schools where he worked.
I played the flute.
Yes. Awesome. See, you brought your flute?
I did not bring my flute. I'm so sorry.
Next time.
I didn't want to get showed up now.
We'll do a trio. How about instead of a duet?
All right, next
course.
time. Yes.
We'll be back right after this break with more Living Local Carolina. This story is sponsored by Plexiderm.
All right, everyone. I have my friend Annette back in the studio today. We're going to talk about Plexiderm skincare. It's one of our favorite things to talk about.
It is absolutely my favorite thing to talk about. Thank God for Plexiderm. It really turns back the clock, makes you feel like your best self. So many people in my family use this product because it's simple, easy, and effective. And what we're looking at here are before and afters and the dramatic results you can expect to see when you use Plexiderm. Not only makes you look more refreshed, but it's a confidence booster, Katie, because let's face it, when you look good, you feel good. And this is Samantha. She started at a very young age with the puffiness, the dark circles. And this just goes to show you at the first signs of aging, you can benefit from using Plexiderm. It makes you look more refreshed, more youthful, like you had the best sleep of your life. Finally, a product that works as advertised.
I love it. And of course, it works on different areas of the face too. It's not just for the forehead or around the eyes. You can use it kind of everywhere.
Yes, everywhere, even the chin, mouth, and neck area. How many times have you seen somebody that you look at their face, it looks youthful, but the neck really ages us? The good news is Plexiderm works there too. I also have very sensitive skin. It has never bothered me once because they take silicates from this shale clay right there. And what it does is it creates an invisible layer that tightens and smooths the skin right before your eyes. If you've never used it, you need to watch it happen for the first time. And it is quick, easy, and lasts up to 10 hours as long as you don't get it wet.
And I know people are probably wondering how long it takes for the effects to happen, in your morning routine.
Yes, so you're gonna apply it on a clean, dry face. And again, you're gonna wait the full 10 minutes. That's how you get the maximum results. Even though with me, it always happens in under 5. Make sure your face is clean and dry. A little goes a long way, a pearl size amount. You're gonna apply it to the target areas. I use it for my dark circles, my deep set forehead lines, and then that's it. You can have some me time or take a before and after picture. It is unbelievable. I always call it my Plexiderm dance or the rise, Plexiderm and shine, because that's exactly what you do when you see these results happening.
And now guys need to listen up too, because this is not just for the ladies. Guys use Plexiderm all the time.
Absolutely. Guys love this product because it goes on clear, completely natural finish. They love it. And let's face it, they want to look good and feel good too. My husband uses it, my uncles, my dad. This product is for men and women.
All right. Well, I know people are probably wanting to know about the deals. Plexiderm always has a great deal going on, but what's going on right now?
Yes, we have a deal for the viewers. It's a 6-day, 6-application trial pack, $14.95, free shipping, 30-day money-back guarantee. That is how confident we are that you are going to love this product. Turn back the clock, look more youthful, and still look like yourself. That is the best part. And Katie, I have one little story I'd love to share. I have a friend that's in her 40s that has been taking care of her mom with dementia. She called me and said, Annette, will this work? I look like I've aged years. I said, of course it will. I told her how to use it. She called me back crying, saying, I feel back to my normal self. Because let's face it, when you look it on the outside, it makes you feel good on the inside. And that's exactly what Plexiderm does. And if you want to give it a try, all you have to do is call 1-800-975-8083, turn back the clock, and just shine with Plexiderm and boost your confidence.
This story is sponsored by Plexiderm.
Well, honestly, I feel like I need to give quite the introduction here because I'm with Quadre and you have many titles.
Yes.
And you've already been on the show as an artist, you're an entrepreneur, you're an author, and today you're a juiceologist.
Juiceologist.
Do you ever, sleep?
I do sleep, but at the same time, I gotta make sure I gotta, get the work done.
Yeah, he gets the work done. So why are you here today?
So I'm here today to introduce my new juicing book, and so we could actually create and make our own juice today.
I love it. And you wrote this cookbook with all your different juice recipes, but really you can kind of customize to your taste, to what you need.
Yes.
What do we have today?
So today we have one of our favorite juices that I like to make. It's called my Orangeade Power Juice. So we have green apples, we have oranges, we have carrots, and then we also have my favorite thing, ginger.
I love ginger.
Yes.
It's the best. All right, let's get to work.
Let's go.
Well, now we have everything chopped up and ready to go into the juicer.
Yes.
How does this work? I've actually never juiced anything before.
Okay, so this is what you do. So once everything is chopped up and ready, all you do is come over here to the juicer. You gotta make sure you have a plastic bag in the back compartment for where the rest of the things come. Yeah, so it doesn't fly everywhere, so it'll catch it for you. And then there's just a little knob. So there's low speed and high speed. Usually when I juice, I do it on high speed because every fruit has a different type of texture. So like the carrots are a little bit more thicker and harder than the apples and oranges.
Gotcha.
So once you flip the switch just like this, high speed,
It's about to get loud in here,
it's gonna
folks.
get real loud. So once I flip it back on high speed, I'm gonna pull this out. This is the presser. You're gonna drop the fruit down into the hole, and then all you're gonna do is just continue to push this down, and the juice will come out right here on the other side in the department.
Beautiful. To juicing to health.
Yes.
I'm not just saying it, that's so good.
Yes, it is.
That is so good.
It is.
Well, where can people find your cookbook?
You can find my cookbook online at www.gullah-geechee-family-foundation.com. Also on Amazon.com, you can make a purchase.
Well, good morning, everyone. Thanks for joining us today on Living Local Carolina. If your love language is gifts, you definitely want to listen up to this one because I'm joined with Tammy. You are from Gifts from the Heart.
Yes, I am.
What a great name.
Thank you, thank you.
And it really is exactly what you do. We have all these props to show what exactly you do, but explain it to me and what our viewers can do to help what you guys do.
Okay, Gifts from the Heart is an organization I started in 2018 when my mom was diagnosed with dementia. And when I went to visit her in the nursing home, I realized that there's so many residents in there that don't have family members to come and visit them. And it just broke my heart. So I decided that I want them to know they're not forgotten. So during all the holidays, Valentine's Day, Easter, Christmas, Mother's Day, Father's Day, I go and I give to residents in nursing homes with dementia and Alzheimer's. You know, I give them these items, which are everyday items that they need. That way they know they're not forgotten, even though they're not going to remember me from one minute to the next, which is fine, as long as they know that they're not forgotten.
I think it's really awesome what you do, and sometimes it's the littlest things that make such a difference in
Yes,
someone's day.
yes, just to see the smile on their faces, it makes me so happy. It does.
So how have things gone over the last couple of years? I'm sure people have started donating to you.
They do donate, which is very nice because I work out of my home, and we're in really dire need of certain items like blankets. The residents need blankets.
Okay, blankets.
Socks, shampoo, cream rinse, deodorant. We also do fidget blankets, which you have on your lap. Residents, they like to, with dementia and Alzheimer's, they like to fidget a lot. So they like to touch items that feel different to them in texture. So, and we have these items for them, but we're mainly in need of everyday items. And they love puzzles with big pieces that they can hold. And they love their snacks. They love chocolate and little soft peppermints. Items like that we're in need of.
We'll be back right after this break with more Living Local Carolina.
Well, today we're talking about a very important topic. I'm joined by Simon and Cindy from Carolina Forest Elementary School. How are you guys doing?
We're doing good.
Great.
Wonderful. Now, you both work in education, but you also are co-authors of a book. Tell me about this book.
Okay, so this book is Adapting Behavior Practices, Reframing Your Approach to Discipline. And we, for the past 5 years, the two of us have been working together with behavior a lot. And so we just realized that getting to the root of the behavior helps tremendously, and it helps the kids not to repeat the same behavior. So we kind of came together and just thought of ways to help the kid to change the behavior.
So who is this book for?
This book is for parents and teachers, and really for adults, because everybody gets frustrated when it comes to behavior, and they wonder, what are we going to do? And even for me as a parent, it's helpful because we tend to work with our own kids a little differently than we work with other people's kids. So, the being consistent and putting these things into practice it's difficult because it's time consuming, but the consistency is what wins in the long run.
So can you give me some examples maybe that are in the book without spoiling too much?
Like Cindy said, a lot of kids, and I'm sure many people out here listening and yourselves can remember, when kids would come get in trouble at school and they would get in trouble for the same things over and over and over again. So, like the front of the book shows there, some roots in the ground and a child being like a plant. When something goes wrong with your crops, you got to figure out what's wrong in the dirt, not what's on top. So once you get to that root, and it does take time, because as we say in there, it takes them a long time to get that way. It takes a long time to get them out. And gaining that trust with us or whoever they work with is the first step in getting to the root of that problem.
Yeah, and I would say definitely building the relationship. Relationships are everything. When you get the relationships with these kids, we've had a lot of kids that, just came from tough situations. And the two of us, we just team up and kind of become that safe space for them. Right. And they know it, and then it just helps.
Well, tell me also, for parents and other teachers who have read the book, what has been the response?
Well, for some who kind of been in education for a long time, it's like a new thing for them. It's almost like they're having to retrain their thinking and their brain. And, and I say all the time, like, this is just a new generation of kids. Like, you can't do the same thing that you did a long time ago to reach this generation, because they have so many other things coming up against them, like social media. And they just carry a lot. And so you just have to approach it a different way.
Yeah.
So.
Because everybody, wants to see old school.
Right.
Our grandparents' old school was a lot different than our old school, so there's always a new school coming. So we just need to adapt to that new school a little bit faster.
Right.
If we're going to be successful with our kids, and that's a hard thing for some teachers. If we can help them understand this practice, in the long run, it's going to be a smoother classroom. Their scores will be better because we're really, we like scores, but without those relationships, those scores really don't matter.
Now, Cindy, do you have another book as well?
I do. This is actually my third children's book. Okay. I'm always trying to write, because I am a counselor, giving kids tools that they can use when I'm not there, and so this book is Same Love, Different Homes, and it is about kids that are in divorce situations. And so I think out of all the books, like, this was the one that I could connect to the most, because I was that kid. And so when I wrote it, it was really rewarding for me as well. So, yeah.
So if anybody's interested in purchasing one of your books, where can they find these?
They can find them on Amazon. They're both on Amazon.
Don't forget to like our page on Facebook and follow us on Instagram and Twitter. How to use the QR code. Just open the camera app on your smartphone, iPad, or tablet. Point your device at the QR code so the QR code appears on your screen. Your device will recognize the QR code and show you a notification. Click that notification and you'll come to our website. Living Local Carolina, weekday mornings at 9:30 on WBTW News 13.